the Jacksonville Jaguars, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side with ETN. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll run right here with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Howard. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off play action. Howard. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Howard. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Howard now to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 6-0 our score after 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Howard. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Play action. Howard. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Howard on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Howard dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now Howard off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Howard. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And just a yard to go here on second down. Etienne with it. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. On second down, a run with Etienne. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Newton. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 6. Off play action, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun, Newton. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw is Howard. To throw on second down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Howard now on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Here's Howard throwing on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, Newton.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Newton on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Howard. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Newton. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howard.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Howard. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. ETN up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Newton. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Newton now to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
7 yards there and a first down. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Newton throwing again. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery. Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Screen play, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And the question.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.